Some of the most difficult to repair damages of the Donald Trump era are going to be the alliances that have been ruined by Donald Trump's presence in the Oval Office. And indeed, the United Kingdom is now abandoning its alliance with Donald Trump over the Iran crisis. And we've talked before about how the United States is increasingly out of important climate change discussions worldwide. Why would you invite the country that backed out of the Paris Climate Accords and whose president believes climate change is a hoax created by the Chinese? You wouldn't. The United States is increasingly out of those discussions. The U.S. is increasingly acting alone and belligerently in international agreements like the Iran nuclear deal, where Donald Trump decided we're just simply going to bail. We're going to leave everybody else in the deal out to dry, despite the reality that Iran did not violate any element of that deal. The United States is increasingly running afoul of our allies with actions like Donald Trump's on Iran in the unauthorized assassination of Qasem Soleimani, which we've been covering. And now we've heard from the UK Defense Secretary, Ben Wallace, who says that Donald Trump's isolationist and unilateral behavior is making the UK look for alternative allies. This is one of our most important alliances, and they're saying we're looking elsewhere. Here's Ben Wallace speaking to the Sunday Times 2 days ago. I wonder if the United States withdraws from its leadership around the world. Over the last year, we've had the U.S. pull out from Syria, the statement by Donald Trump on Iraq, where he said NATO should take cover and do more in the Middle East. The assumptions of 2010 that we were always going to be part of a U.S. coalition is really just not where we are going to be. Regardless of what the U.S. does, we are going to have to make decisions that allow us to stand with a range of allies, the Five Eyes, that's the intelligence partnership with the U.S., Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, and our European allies where our interests converge. The United Kingdom is publicly saying, this isn't just happening behind closed doors. They are publicly saying, we're not sure about our alliance with the United States. We're looking elsewhere. They're also looking at reducing their dependence on U.S. military assets. Wallace saying, we're very dependent on American air cover and American intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets. We need to diversify our assets, which we could see as good. It's good that they be independently sort of sustainable when it comes to defense, but it is also a big red flag when it comes to foreign policy and what we've seen as alliances over the last many decades. And meanwhile, Donald Trump is also threatening to reduce intelligence sharing with the UK. So if you are a total isolationist nationalist type, you want to build walls instead of bridges and do everything ourselves with nobody else, you may actually like this. The problem is that it's absolutely terrible for the United States economically as well. Even if you like isolationism politically and theoretically, in practice in 2020, when our economy is so interlinked with those of our allies in so many ways, this is very bad. And the scariest thing about it is that many Trumpists aren't worried. They're not scared. They're not concerned about this, because Donald Trump has successfully primed them to see everything he does as alpha behavior. If allies are abandoning us, it's because Trump has shown them, that he's doing what's best for the U.S., not for them. And they're realizing now that Trump exists to make America great again, not to make the UK great. So good for Trump. Allies abandoning us is a sign that Donald Trump is doing really well. And this is the type of post facto reasoning that if Trump did it, it must have been good for the United States. And that makes the echo chamber very difficult to pierce. So this story is about the alliances that will take a long time to repair once Donald Trump is gone. But it's also a story about the way in which a Trumpist is able to justify any action that Donald Trump takes. If it's A or if it's the opposite of A, either way, it's Trump doing the right thing. If Trump did something that impressed the UK and made them say, wow, Trump did something good, you have Trumpists saying, look at what a great job Donald Trump is doing. Or just like he said, he's making the U.S. respected or whatever, which Donald Trump said we weren't under Barack Obama, but we would be again under Donald Trump. If our allies abandon us, the same Trumpists will insist Trump's doing what he promised. It's America first here. It's make America great again. Screw our allies. Donald Trump is here to do what's best for the United States. And then on the tail end of this, you have the geopolitical considerations. Who will come in? who will take leadership responsibility. We've seen it sort of to a degree be German Chancellor Angela Merkel. But this is a perfect example of why Vladimir Putin loves the instability caused by Donald Trump. A West that is increasingly leaderless, looking for a leader, realigning those alliances, that's an opportunity for Russia, period. And this is, you don't even have to get into Putin helped Trump beat Hillary. It's not an analysis of interference or any of that. It's simply an analysis of the real world. Vladimir Putin benefits and sees opportunity as a result of weakened leadership in North America and Western Europe. And Donald Trump is perpetuating that in this vicious cycle that is endlessly defended by his followers in a style reminiscent of a combination of George Orwell's 1984, but of course also Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. Do you feel like you just don't have enough time to become as intellectually well-rounded as you would like to be, that there are just not enough hours in your week for you to read all of the books that you want to read? One of our sponsors is called Blinkist, and it's an app that lets you consume an entire nonfiction book in 15 minutes. It's only about $8 a month, but you can try it for free for a week and get 25% off a subscription when you go to Blinkist.com/Pakman. What Blinkist does is take thousands of popular nonfiction books and condense them into either text or audio that you can read or listen to in just 15 minutes. And what you get is all of the most important ideas and information from the book. Imagine being able to listen to an entire nonfiction book in the amount of time it takes you to drive or walk home from work. I've just finished listening to Upheaval by Jared Diamond. Jared Diamond, a tremendous author whose work I've previously recommended. Excellent book looking at some of modern history's biggest national crises to figure out how different countries ended up in such precarious situations. Blinkist has totally transformed how I consume information. I love it. Of course, I read a book in its entirety when I can, but there are simply just so many books that I want to read and would not have the time for if it weren't for Blinkist. They have books on politics, economics, philosophy, science, you name it. You can try it out yourself, totally free for a week, and get 25% off if you decide to subscribe just by going to Blinkist.com/Pakman. I've put the link right underneath this video. Like the rest of us, I bet you're going into 2020 thinking about what you didn't get around to in 2019 and your goals for the new year. If you want to work towards being your best self in 2020, understand more about the world around you, and make sure that your time is well spent, then Blinkist is for you.